There's a moment just before everything changes, a moment when the pain feels heavier than the purpose, when the vision starts to blur, when the mind whispers, maybe this isn't meant for me. That's the moment most people quit, and they don't even realize they were one push away from the miracle. It's not failure that destroys dreams, it's fatigue. It's that quiet surrender when the heart grows tired and the belief runs dry. The moment when the struggle feels endless, and you start to wonder if all the effort, all the sacrifice, all the sleepless nights were ever worth it. But listen carefully, that moment is sacred. It's not the end, it's the threshold. It's the test life gives to see if you're truly ready for what you've been asking for. Napoleon Hill once wrote, "Before success comes in any man's life, he is sure to meet with much temporary defeat and perhaps some failure. And it's in that temporary defeat where most people make a permanent decision. They quit. They walk away inches before striking gold." History is full of them, men and women who had everything they needed to win, except the patience to endure the last stretch of darkness before dawn. Thomas Edison failed more than 1,000 times before he illuminated the world. But what if he had stopped at attempt number 999? Henry Ford went bankrupt 5 times before he created the car that revolutionized humanity. But what if he had stopped at bankruptcy number 4? Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Abraham Lincoln lost more elections than most men would dare to run. They were tested, broken, doubted. They refused to stop walking when the road got hard. And that is the difference between the great and the forgotten. Not talent, not luck, not timing. It's endurance. Most people never understand that the struggle before the breakthrough isn't punishment, it's preparation. Life isn't trying to break you, it's trying to build you. It's trying to see if you can carry the weight of the blessing you're asking for. The universe won't hand you greatness until you've proven you can hold it, because success isn't something you win, it's something you earn by becoming. Every dream demands a price. Every vision asks for proof, and that proof is revealed in the moments when no one believes in you, when the results are invisible, when progress feels like illusion, and still you choose to persist. The ones who make it don't push harder because it's easy. They push harder because they've decided that stopping is not an option. They know that pain is temporary, but quitting is eternal. You see, every great transformation follows a pattern. First comes the dream, the spark, the vision, the inspiration. Then comes the grind, the work, the repetition, the long hours no one sees. Then comes resistance, the doubt, the exhaustion, the setbacks that test your belief. And finally comes the reward. But between resistance and reward lies the narrow bridge only a few dare to cross. That bridge is perseverance, and most people fall off right before the other side. They underestimate how close they were. They confuse struggle for failure. They forget that the night is darkest right before the dawn. Breakthroughs don't come when it's easy. They come when it's earned. They come after you've been humbled, tested, and refined by the process. They come when your faith becomes stronger than your frustration. You must understand, struggle is not a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're evolving. It's the universe stretching you beyond your current limits, teaching you the endurance required to handle your destiny. Because success without strength will destroy you. Wealth without wisdom will corrupt you. Recognition without resilience will break you. That's why life delays the blessing, not to deny it, but to develop you for it. Most people pray for ease. The wise pray for endurance, because endurance builds character, and character builds legacy. There's a rhythm to this life, and it favors the ones who refuse to quit dancing when the music changes. Adaptation, persistence, faith, these are the true currencies of success. And yet, most people keep looking for shortcuts, for secrets, for signs that it's the right time. But there is no right time. There is only right now. Now is where breakthroughs are born. Now is where faith is proven. Now is where legends are made. The difference between the man who wins and the man who quits isn't that one faced fewer obstacles. It's that one refused to interpret resistance as rejection. Rejection is not a wall. It's a mirror. It reflects how badly you want it. It asks, Will you keep going when no one claps? Will you keep showing up when no one sees? Will you keep believing when everything in front of you says stop? That's where greatness begins, in that quiet decision no one else hears, the decision to keep moving when the world would have understood if you quit. Because that is the moment just before the breakthrough, the invisible line between those who almost make it and those who do. And if you can just push a little further, just one more day, one more rep, one more phone call, one more page, you will discover that the reward was never far away. It was right on the other side of your endurance. So don't stop now. You've already come through too much to quit. Every scar has shaped you. Every setback has strengthened you. Every dark night has prepared you for the sunrise that's about to break. You've already come through too much to quit. Every scar has shaped you. Every setback has strengthened you. Every dark night has prepared you for the sunrise that's about to break. But the world will never tell you that. It will whisper lies, that it's too late, that you're not good enough, that maybe this dream wasn't meant for you. It will try to convince you that the path of least resistance is the smart path. It will tempt you to compromise, to settle, to stay comfortable. That's how most people lose the fight, not in one moment of failure, but in 1,000 quiet compromises of the soul. Every time you say, tomorrow, instead of now. Every time you say, it's too hard, instead of, I'll find a way. Every time you silence your own potential to fit the expectations of others. And yet, the moment you take full command of your mind, the entire direction of your life changes. Because your outer world is always a reflection of your inner world. Every habit, every decision, every result begins as a thought. Napoleon Hill said it clearly. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But most people never finish the formula. They conceive the dream but fail to believe it. They feed their mind doubt and call it realism. They call their fear logic, their hesitation planning, their procrastination preparation. But belief is the birthplace of achievement. You cannot manifest what you secretly doubt. You cannot build what you internally contradict. You can only create on the level of your conviction. Belief is not about pretending everything is easy. It's about trusting that you are greater than anything that can oppose you. It's knowing that what lives within you is stronger than what stands before you. Every great achievement begins in that invisible realm, the unseen, the spiritual, the mental. The empire you will one day build must first exist vividly in your imagination, because if you cannot see it in your mind, you'll never hold it in your hands. Vision is the blueprint of destiny. Before Ford built his car, he saw it. Before Edison lit his bulb, he saw it. Before Disney drew his castle, he saw it. Before Hill wrote his legacy, he saw it. They lived their dreams twice, first in their minds, then in reality. And so must you. You must guard your vision like treasure. You must speak it, write it, visualize it, feed it, breathe it, because the world will try to steal it from you with doubt and delay. Your vision will be attacked not because it's weak, but because it's powerful. Your dream will be challenged not because it's wrong, but because it threatens mediocrity. The moment you declare your dream, life will test your loyalty to it. It will send distractions, detours, and delays to see if your desire is a wish or a command. And most people fail that test. They give up when it takes longer than expected, when it costs more than they thought, when it hurts more than they imagined. But understand this. The delay is not denial. The delay is development. The waiting is working for you, shaping your character, sharpening your patience, strengthening your focus. If you rush the process, you rob yourself of the preparation, because the dream doesn't just change your circumstances, it changes you, and that takes time. That's why most people never cross the line to their breakthrough. They can't endure the waiting room of greatness. They want the reward before they're refined enough to receive it. But the ones who win understand. Patience is power. Discipline is destiny. Faith is fuel. Every morning you rise before the world, you are casting a vote for your future self. Every day you choose discipline over distraction. You're training your mind to rule your emotions. And that's where true freedom begins. Not in wealth, not in fame, not in recognition, but in mastery. Self-mastery is the foundation of all success. Because if you can't lead yourself, you'll never lead others. If you can't conquer your own emotions, you'll always be enslaved by circumstance. And if you can't stay faithful to your own word, the universe will never trust you with abundance. Your habits are the architects of your destiny. Every thought you repeat becomes a belief. Every belief you nurture becomes an action. Every action you take becomes a result. And every result reinforces who you believe yourself to be. So the question is, who are you becoming? Person who quits when it hurts, or the one who pushes through because destiny demands it? When the voice of doubt whispers, "You can," will you argue for your limits, or will you stand up and prove them wrong? Because the greatest battles of life are never fought in the physical, they're fought in the mind. There's a reason Hill called the mind the master key to riches. It's because once you unlock your thoughts, everything else follows. Wealth, purpose, peace, impact, they're all effects. The cause is mental alignment. The man who has mastered his mind is unstoppable. He can be knocked down, but never defeated. He can lose money, but never lose vision. He can walk alone, yet never feel lost, because he knows where he's going. And that's the secret: clarity. Most people don't fail from lack of opportunity. They fail from lack of direction. They wander aimlessly, chasing what's shiny instead of what's significant. They want to find themselves, not realizing that who you are is something you decide to become. Clarity gives your energy a target. It takes chaos and turns it into command. It transforms motion into momentum. Once you know where you're going, you stop wasting energy on what doesn't matter. You stop chasing validation. You stop trying to be liked. You start building something that lasts. Because success isn't about speed, it's about alignment. Moving fast in the wrong direction just gets you lost faster. But when your vision, your values, and your actions align, every step becomes sacred. Every step becomes sacred because you're no longer moving for approval. You're moving with purpose, and purpose changes everything. Purpose gives meaning to pain. It turns your wounds into wisdom, your losses into lessons, your struggle into strategy. Without purpose, life feels heavy. Every setback feels like punishment. Every delay feels like denial. But with purpose, everything becomes part of plan. That's what separates the greats from the average. Average people chase comfort. The great chase calling. Average people want to feel good now. The great are willing to feel pain now, to feel pride later. Purpose is what wakes you before the alarm clock. It's what keeps you working after everyone else has gone home. It's what makes you say no to distractions and yes to destiny. Napoleon Hill wrote that, when you know what you want, and you want it badly enough, you will find a way to get it. That's not wishful thinking, that's divine law. Desire backed by purpose transforms the impossible into inevitable. You see, the human spirit was built for challenge. It was built to create, to strive, to stretch. But somewhere along the way, people forgot that. They've been told that the goal of life is comfort, safety, ease, convenience. But comfort never created greatness. Ease never forged strength. And safety never built empires. Your purpose is not found in what's easy. It's found in what tests you. It's born from the fire that refines you, the pressure that reveals you. When life starts to squeeze you, it's not trying to crush you. It's trying to call forth what's inside you. Steel is only forged in flame. Diamonds are only born under pressure. And greatness, true greatness, can only be formed through adversity. Discipline is the bridge between purpose and achievement. Without discipline, even the brightest purpose fades into fantasy. Discipline is the daily proof that you mean what you say. It's your signature written in action, not ink. Most people wait for motivation. Winners create motion. They don't depend on feeling ready. They depend on being committed. Discipline doesn't care about your mood. It doesn't wait for the perfect conditions. It's the promise you keep when no one's watching. It's showing up when your mind screams no, but your purpose whispers go. And when you live like that, when you keep showing up day after day, long after the excitement is gone, that's when you become unstoppable. Because discipline rewires your identity. You stop chasing success and start becoming it. The disciplined man doesn't ask for opportunities. He attracts them, because the universe rewards consistency. The world bends for those who refuse to bend to their excuses, and yet, even discipline must evolve, because life is unpredictable. The winds of change are constant. What worked yesterday may fail tomorrow. That's where adaptability comes in, the silent strength of the successful. Adaptability is intelligence in motion. It's the ability to bend without breaking, to pivot without losing direction. It's how you turn obstacles into openings, resistance into revelation. When the world shifts, the weak panic. The wise adapt. When the plan falls apart, the weak quit. The wise rewrite the plan, but never the goal. Henry Ford once said, "Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal." He wasn't just talking about cars, he was talking about life. He knew that innovation is born from inconvenience. When the old ways stop working, new genius is born. Adaptability is the mark of a mind that has mastered fear. It's knowing that no matter what happens, you will find a way. That every failure can become feedback, every ending a new beginning. And the more adaptable you become, the more resilient you grow. Resilience, the quiet strength that keeps you standing when others fall. It's not loud, it's not glamorous, but it's the single most important trait every successful soul who ever lived. Resilience is persistence with faith. It's grit wrapped in grace. It's falling 7 times and standing up 8, not because you're unbreakable, but because you've decided that breaking is not an option. Most people think resilience means toughness. It doesn't. It means alignment, knowing that your purpose is stronger than your pain. It's the power to say, "This will not destroy me. It will define me." Lincoln knew that kind of resilience. He faced loss, ridicule, political defeat, depression, yet he stood tall and changed a nation. Edison knew it. Every failure was his teacher. Every setback was simply data. Hill knew it. When he faced poverty, rejection, and ridicule, he kept writing, kept speaking, kept believing, until his words reshaped generations. And now, it's your turn. Your trials are not accidents. They are assignments. They're not signs that you're off course. They're proof that you're on it. Because the universe doesn't test the ones who never asked for more. It tests the ones who dare to ask for everything. So when the storm hits, don't run. Stand tall. Breathe deep. Remember who you are. You are not the struggle. You are the strength being sculpted by it. Most people quit right before the breakthrough because they see the chaos as a curse. But the chaos is creation in disguise. The storm that feels like it's tearing you apart is the same storm clearing the path for your next evolution. And if you can hold the vision through the storm, if you can believe when nothing seems to be working, then you will cross the invisible line that few ever reach. The line where struggle turns into strength, where pain turns into power, where all the effort, all the sacrifice, all the waiting finally reveal their purpose.